Crucible. The Crucible. In the Putnam town of Salem, Massachusetts, the town minister named Reverend Parris, 30, discovers his daughter Betty, 10, niece Abigail, 17, and some other girls dancing in the forest with his worker, Tituba, who is 40. Betty, his daughter, faints as she was found by her father, Reverend Parris, and will not wake.
Uncle?
Abigail looks down at the creaky floorboards.
Is Betty going to get any better soon?
Reverend Parris stops walking and turns towards Abigail. His eyes burn into her. He's about to open his mouth as Susan, from one of the local doctors, rushes in.
What is it?
His fists clench up.
It's news about Betty.
Reverend Parris, his fists unfurl. A worried look spreads across his face.
What is it?
His voice is stern yet worried.
The doctor's been researching ways on how to help Betty, yet he can't find anything within his books as a cure.
Reverend Parris her gaze becomes weak.
What are they telling me?
Reverend Parris' voice rises in disbelief. His hands clench again.
The doctor says that there is nothing he can do. There's no known cure. But he suggests to look into something more unnatural.
Abigail looks up at her uncle. Her gaze is filled with worried, knowing what is to come.
There is no unnatural cause here. What had happened is not the cause of something like that.
Abigail walks towards Susan.
You speak nothing of this to the towns of Salem.
I agree. You should go back to the clinic. No, home. Nothing about this crazy unnatural nonsense is to be said again.
Suzanne's eyes gaze down at the floor and back up to Reverend Parris.
Nothing will be said in regards to unnatural causes.
Suzanne shakes Reverend Parris' hand, turns around and walks out the door. Abigail turns towards her uncle with a concerned look.
Uncle, I heard that there are rumors spreading about witchcraft within the village. People will speculate about this situation. Many villagers are gathered at the pub. If you don't want your family's reputation to be damaged, I suggest you walk there and deny the explanations of it now.
Reverend Parris turns around to face Betty's room, where she is laying.
Wait, what?
Reverend whips around angrily at Abigail. He walks towards her, pointing his finger.
What do you even begin to tell people? When I walk into this forest, I find my daughter, my niece dancing like witches within it. Is that what I'm supposed to tell them? Huh?
Abigail's voice is raised a bit.
Tell them that it was me. Betty isn't the one bewitched.
Yeah.